We're here to talk about discovered.ai and fractional recruiting with Discovered Search. At the core of our business, we are executive coaches and hiring experts. We provide world class, scientifically based best practices in recruiting and hiring. We help small and mid-sized MSP companies solve one of their hardest problems, which is finding, selecting, and retaining world-class talent. Doesn't matter the role, from the lowest help desk person to a future CEO to replace a founder or another exiting leader. We share and teach and educate MSP leaders on those best practices. This we do for free. You can call us, you can reach out to us, you can Google Fletcher Wimbush, you can Google discovered.ai. We also provide a recruitment automation software platform. So we automate recruiting great people. So it sources talent, it assesses them, and helps you hire folks that are 90% more likely to last longer and become high performers. In the MSP space, we offer a really low-cost fractional talent acquisition service. So this allows MSPs that have multiple hires or are growing quickly to fill an unlimited number of roles at a fraction of the cost of using traditional staffing and recruiting companies, and for only slightly more than doing it yourself. So this is what we'll go through today. This is who we are as an organization, the types of services we do. It's all founded on executive education, training leaders how to be better at making significantly better hires and reducing turnover, higher quality folks. So what we do is first off, we install a repeatable system for attracting your ideal candidate. How do you assess potential performance before you hire them and find out that you made a huge mistake, and assimilate these people into your organization, creating a culture of success. MSPs across the country have run into a whole host of different potential problems here. For some of the more skilled roles, the labor market is super tight. It's really difficult to find some of these folks. Some folks find themselves far too reliant on staffing and recruiting agencies, paying hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of dollars in order to fill their roles. I am not a fan of people having to make those investments only to find out that those people don't work out in 60 days and they're out $20,000, $15,000, $30,000 for that placement. Sometimes the process is too chaotic. We don't have anybody who owns this. You got leaders having to drive the process. You're getting hundreds of applicants. None of them are any good. It's a lot of noise. You're having to do a bunch of interviews, doing 5, 10 screening interviews just to find out none of the candidates are really worth it. They're a waste of your time. It's a super annoying process. And then the good candidates you're not even able to get to the good candidates because you're so bogged down with the bad candidates. So just be able to sift through the talent pool efficiently so that you can spend time interviewing and driving and engaging really the best of the best candidates. That's often what we see in the MSP space. I'm going to show an example of that later here when we do a product demo. Inconsistent hiring results. We're 50-50 on good hires. Quality hires not that great. Or maybe we just have high turnover in general. Maybe we do have HR people or other folks on the team that are dedicated to helping us manage this hiring process, and they're just completely overwhelmed because they're wearing too many hats, and hiring part is something that comes up once in a while, and they just don't have really the time to do it correctly. And ultimately, that time is a big constraint. So what we do, whether you're our discover.ai software platform customer or whether you become a fractional recruiting client, we help you establish your full recruitment marketing stack. We do that with about 5 minutes of your team's internal time, and then we create the rest. So we ultimately create recruitment marketing videos for your clients. We create full-on career pages. We help you develop all of your employer value proposition messaging, create all of your advertisements, social content, and help you coach you on how to leverage better reviews on Indeed, LinkedIn, and Glassdoor to make your opportunities more attractive. So we create your full stack of messaging, content, videos, everything you need to make your opportunities very engaging for your ideal candidates. We help you manage all of your active candidate sources, And then we help you source passive candidates, and we help you create a culture of employee referrals. And we help you automate all of these activities so that you spend a minimal amount of time having to source candidates to zero amount of time because you're using our fractional talent acquisition services. And you're not just going after active candidates, but you're going after passive and referred candidates as well. The best job boards, if you are going to use job boards, are Indeed, LinkedIn, ZipRecruiter. As you know, if you've ever used those, you often get a very high volume. You're having to look for diamonds in the rough. We leverage a lot of assessment automations to help you solve a lot of these problems. We create automations around your employee referral program. 87% of hires that come from referrals turn out to be good to great. So if you can enhance or improve the volume of referrals that you're getting from your existing workforce, that's phenomenal. And we create tools to help you drip market on your internal team, track back referrals that they bring in, make it easy for them to forward, post on social media, and get the word out to their network. We have world-class data for finding your really hard to find positions. So when we kick off campaigns in the fractional recruiting side, we help you source talent. We help you enroll them into cold outreach campaigns so that you can be targeting people who are still working and get those opportunities there. And then we give you all of the tools, if you're doing it yourself, to source people via LinkedIn, resume databases, cold call, cold email, cold LinkedIn, cold text, all have native tools built into our platform to help you guys get the most out of that activity. Once you have a great candidate, we train you on repeatable, scientifically proven best practice interviewing strategies. We train your executive team, your hiring managers on how to get the most out of those interviews. We offer a whole host of predictive assessments, and we create custom assessments, particularly in the MSP space, to help you assess for those very niche skills. There's a wide variety of different technologies out there. Every MSP has maybe a slant towards one technology or another, and there's not a single vendor out there creating custom assessments. You're creating assessments for every skill set that you need to measure. So we help you with that, as well as the behavioral, the personality, the culture, the integrity, the attitude, core competencies like people, communication skills, things like that. We also automate reference checks, another very proven, in addition to assessments and structured interviews, another really proven way to statistically make better hires. So we provide all of that. Our typical hiring process is your candidates go through screener questions to make sure that they're the right match, both pay, location, technology experience, whatever it is that you need to do. Our AI and our teams craft world-class screener questions. It works really good. We get all your candidates through an AI resume evaluation. Again, helps filter out a lot of the noise, pinpoint the candidates that you really need to be paying attention to. We run them through a variety of behavioral, integrity, attitude, skill, and technology-based assessments. Then we get them through one-way video interviews. So you have a candidate that's just teed up, ready to go. And then we work them through reference checking. We provide candidate scorecards and structured interview guides here. Candidate scorecards, structured interview guides, and automate scheduling of candidates however you want. So if you need them scheduled on your teams for next Tuesday, or you need a panel interview with 3 interviewers and you need them on Teams or on site, or you want to do group interviews, doesn't matter what it is, we get all that done. Doesn't matter the role, we have assessments, tools, strategies, playbooks for any role within an MSP, from, again, your very entry-level help desk all the way up to your CEOs. So let's take a look at that. Here's kind of a small MSP. We work with small and mid-size MSPs. In just a short period of time, we've helped them source over 342 applicants. So this is the problem, right? I've got way too many applicants here. We've moved those candidates all the way through a series of assessments. And so they get a quick snapshot here of the view here. We've got them through a one-way video interview. AI has rated them against the role and the very specific details here. They've also gone through screener questions. So take a look at here, the whole process. So the candidate comes in, got a resume, AI is telling me what they look like. They're being nudged to complete this first set of assessments. AI is evaluating them, telling us where they're a fit and where they're not. Now we have over 60 different attributes measured here on this candidate. They get moved to needs review. Our recruiters take a look at that, make sure that this candidate needs to move to the next step, gets moved to the one-way video interview. Now the candidate has completed a one-way video interview. Again, it's being emailed and texted and called as needed to get them through this process, and then finally completes the one-way video interview. And then again, AI is helping us evaluate that. So we now have a candidate scorecard, the candidate's answers. So our MSP managers love this, right? They love to be able to look at all the questions they answered at the point of application. They love to look at the candidate's resume, their assessments, watch these videos. I've had CEOs of MSPs say, I've watched the videos like 3 times. I'm like totally scrutinizing everything about the candidates. And then having a structured way to evaluate these candidates on the things that matter most. And we said all of this happens overnight. So from the moment you become a customer, tomorrow you start sourcing candidates and evaluating them and screening them. And you have highly qualified candidates within days that you have all this data on that you can then say, hey, I'm ready to move them to the next step. You or our team simply moves them to contacted to schedule an interview. This then enrolls them in a sequence to invite them to schedule the next step. Again, whether that's a Teams call with multiple stakeholders or whether that's in-person, panel interview, whatever that might be, that gets them moving down the right step, right process. So either our team or your team does that. It's up to you guys. And then ultimately, we move on to getting those folks through automated reference checks as needed. Again, you have all your information, your assessments. If you need background checks, we provide those through Checker. If you have a more complicated application, we provide all that there. So everything you need to systematically screen these candidates. So this is a great example. We went from 342 down to 1 in our needs review. We've got 3 here that are scheduled for first interviews, and we've got 29 for future. So we're building a talent bench here. We've eliminated a bunch of candidates in this process. Let's see, where's our rejected? So we've rejected over 126 applicants. It's either rejected for not filling out or for answering questions in a way on our screener questions that were not good, as well as through the human and AI review and assessments. You can see bad assessment results, bad AI score, bad screener questions. So we're really cleaning this out so that both our team and your team can really focus in on who is the ideal fit here. And we move those folks all the way from there to offered and hired. So this is a candidate that just got an offer. They're pending their start date, and they'll get moved from there to hired. And if you want them then to be kicked over to your payroll system, we do that as well in most cases. So got a whole bunch of great tools in here. You can see how it makes it very easy to manage. I can actually also review candidate resumes. I can flip through these. We can screen thousands of candidates in an hour this way. So it's a very efficient process. So we have a well-oiled machine built just for MSP, small and mid-sized MSP owners, to help them get the best hires every single time. If this is something that you're interested in, plans on the software side start as little as $117 a month. On the fractional recruiting, it's anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 a month, depending on the length of agreement. So we have month-to-month agreements at $2,500. We have 6-month agreements at $1,500. It's unlimited hires, unlimited support. We fill all your roles nonstop, day and night. We're working to make sure that this task is off your plate, but not only that, you're getting the highest quality people. To top it off, we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee for any reason whatsoever. If you don't like our service, we'll give you your money back, and off you go. So we guarantee this. I'm telling you, MSP owners absolutely love this service. They're just head over heels for what Discovered and Discovered Search can do for them. They never go back to traditional staffing and recruiting agencies. If you hire one person from a staffing and recruiting agency, you're going to pay more than it will cost you to use. We will do all your hires for less than the cost of one hire from a traditional option. And in relation to doing it yourself, all the ad spend, the time that you spend, clients tell me they've interviewed 10, 15 people. They send the finalists off to the next step. They don't make it. They spend months trying to fill roles and countless hours dealing with just nonsense candidates, dealing with these 208 or these 342 candidates. that who has the time to go through all this stuff, right? And the result is they settle, they get desperate, and they make bad hires. We take that off for less than it costs to hire somebody in the Philippines to do this job for you. We do this day in and day out for MSPs just like yours. If you're ready to get started, sign the contract, make your first payment, schedule your onboarding call, and we look forward to solving hiring for you once and for all.